You want to install Festoon lights in your backyard or front yard, and you want to go from your fence line, but your fence isn't high enough. In this video, I'll show you how to quickly, easily increase the height of your fence without digging holes, without using cement or paying someone to do it. Let's take a look. So obviously this is a timber fence. It doesn't really matter what type of material fence you've got. All that would change is what's used to attach the brackets to the fence, whether it's concrete, iron, whatever you've got. So here's one way you can do this. So this is 32mm pipe. You can buy it at a lot of metal places. It comes in 6.5 meter lengths, and they will cut it for you to the lengths that you need. So what you do is, depending on how far you're spanning your Festoon lights, what you've got to understand is obviously the further you span them, you will get some sag. So I'd recommend you want to start at a height of at least 3 meters. So you'd measure the height of your fence, and then you measure up where 3 meters is. So obviously you've got that distance here you need to cover. Let's say it's 1.2 meters. Then you need to allow for your pipe to come down so you can then attach it here. So on this fence, there's 2 railings. There's one here going there that the paling's attached to, and there's one further down here. So that's what I would want to attach onto. And the other thing is, obviously this is going through to the neighbour's side. I do not want to be screwing through to the other side so that they have something like that on their side. So you'd need to measure the thickness of your paling, the thickness of the rail behind, and then you want a screw that's going to go in there a fair way but doesn't come out the other side. So once you get your pole in place, if it was just on here with these, it'd want to slide down. So what you do is you drill a hole at the bottom, and then we're going to screw into that, and then that'll stop this from sliding down. So then once you've worked it all out, you get your pipe in position, your holes in the bottom, and then we use these saddles to attach it, and then those saddles into those railings in 2 positions is going to make it that strong. You'd probably need an army tank to pull it down. If you go, well, I don't like that colour, it won't match my fence, that's not a problem. Go to your hardware store, they'll tell you what you need to do to clean it, and then what paint you can use to paint it with, but you can pretty well match it to any colour fence that you want if you don't want to leave it that colour. And then for the top of it, to attach, if you're going to run a wire cable and attach your Festoon lights to that wire cable, one of these clamps is pretty handy. They simply unscrew. You can put your wire in there, screw it back up. So then that's going to hold nice and tight. That's at the top. You're up your distance of 3 meters. You can run your wire, and this is one very easy way to hang your lighting and simply extend off the fence that's already in place. If you've got any questions or need any help, simply get in contact with us.